Hello everybody, I hope you are doing great. I'm here with a new video about your aviation career. Today I'm going to talk about another repetitive question in most pilot job interviews. What is Coffin Corner? I'm Captain Saeed and you are watching me on Aviation at Home channel, cooperated with Community Aviation. So if you're ready, let's get started. If in your screen day the interviewer asks you what is Coffin Corner, an acceptable answer would be like this. In aviation, Coffin Corner or Q corner refers to the point at which the flight envelope boundaries defined by a slow speed stall intersects with the defined by the high speed stall. In other words, Coffin Corner occurs when, for a specific gross weight and G-force loading, the aircraft has climbed to an altitude where the speed differential between the onset of low speed stall buffet and the onset of high speed stall Mach buffet approaches zero. This means there is no difference between low speed stall and high speed stall. As the aircraft climbs toward the altitude that defines its Coffin Corner, the margin between stall speed and the critical Mach number becomes smaller and smaller until flight envelope boundaries intersect. Why this happen? To understand it better, I need to remind you two separate items and then connect them together and finally make the conclusion. First, an airplane stalls at a defined speed. At a defined speed. Of course, if the weight, load factor, configuration, and other affecting items remain constant. As in our example, all these items are constant and the only variable item is altitude. So imagine we have an airplane which stalls in 200 knot indicated airspeed. As the altitude increase, indicated stall speed will not change. However, true stall speed will increase approximately 4% per 1000 feet altitude. This means in sea level, indicated stall speed is 200 knots. True stall speed is also 200 knots. At flight level 100, indicated stall speed is again around 200 knots, but true stall speed is approximately 280 knots. And finally, at flight level 400, 40,000 feet, indicated stall speed is around 200 knots. However, true stall speed is approximately 500 knots. So we can say, as altitude increase, a slow stall speed increase. Of course, we are talking about true airspeed and not the indicated airspeed, which is almost constant with increasing altitude. This was key number one, which is making left side of our graph. Let's go toward key number two. As you may remember, high speed stall, or let's say shock stall, occur in a defined indicated Mach number if other factors remain constant. The CG, the load factor, and some other factors which is affecting the critical Mach number. But we are not talking about indicated airspeed. What we need is true airspeed which is on the x-axis of our graph regarding to our discussion on today's video. I have a question. What will happen to high speed stall speed as altitude increase? We know for low speed stall, as altitude increase, stall speed increase. But for high speed stall, as altitude increase, what will happen? Yes, that is the correct answer. As altitude increase, the true speed which high speed stall occur reduces. Because as altitude increase, temperature will also reduce. So we reach a specific Mach number at slower true airspeed. Of course, we will talk about Mach number in another video which will be highlighted right here. Now, you have the both keys. Let's put them together and make the conclusion. As altitude increase, a slow speed stall increase and high speed stall reduce. And as altitude increase, the margin is reducing. Of course, we are talking about true airspeed. So at a defined altitude, these two speeds coincide. I mean here. This point is known as Coffin Corner. Yes. At this point, any change in speed would result in exceeding one or the other of the limits. If we increase the speed, high speed stall or shock stall will occur, and if we reduce the speed, a slow speed stall will occur. In most critical case, simply turning the aircraft could result in exceeding both limits simultaneously, as in a turn, the inside wing slow down, whereas the outside wing increases speed. Likewise, encountering turbulence could result in a beyond limits. So we can say at this point, if we increase or reduce the air speed, we will cross the boundary limits. We will cross the limitation of our airplane. In commercial and general aviation operation, flight at altitude approaching Coffin Corner is generally avoided. Compliance with that aircraft manufacturer's maximum operating altitude in ISA condition given in the Aircraft Flight Manual, AFM. If necessary, taking account of the difference between the actual conditions and those of the ISA will normally ensure that adequate buffet margin are maintained for both the high and low speed boundaries. In the event that turbulence is encountered or forecast, the cruising altitude should be reduced to ensure the buffet margin are not compromised. I mean, you are right here on the top, on the Coffin Corner. If you increase or reduce the speed, you will cross the limitation. So, in turbulence, it's better you reduce your altitude, increase the margin, and fly safer. Thank you for watching me on Aviation at Home channel. Do not forget to subscribe us. I will be back with another interesting subject in next Friday. If you are interested in aviation, be informed we have more than 200 videos in our website. our YouTube channel, our Instagram page, and our Opera channel. Sit back, relax, enjoy your training. See you on next Friday.